Good evening and welcome to EthioAlert TV, bringing you an exclusive development in the Horn of Africa. Tonight, we focus on the growing influence of Eritrea in the Sudanese crisis, a strategic shift with wide-reaching implications. According to reliable sources in Sudan, Eritrea has begun orchestrating the formation of a regional pressure group along the Eritrea-Sudan border. This alliance, backed by Asmara, is expected to serve Eritrea's political, military, and security interests in the area, a move that may reshape the power dynamics of eastern Sudan. Sources confirm that 3 Sudanese armed groups, all operating near the border with Eritrea, have come together to form an alliance under Eritrean guidance. These groups include the Eastern Sudan Liberation Movement, led by Ibrahim Duna. The National Movement for Justice and Development, headed by Mohammed Tahir Sulman Vetai. The Beja Congress, led by Musa Mohammed Ahmed. These organizations are not only receiving military support but are now forming a unified political front. A joint political declaration is reportedly being drafted, alongside coordinated media and strategy committees. The stated aim of the alliance? To push for greater political representation for Eastern Sudan, a region long neglected by Khartoum and Port Sudan. The group claims it has repeatedly urged the Sudanese government to deploy military forces in the east, but to no avail. Currently, Eastern Sudan remains largely devoid of Sudanese military presence. With the army focused on battling the Rapid Support Forces, RSF, in central and western Sudan, the vacuum in the east has been filled by Eritrean operatives and allied local militias. Analysts suggest this makes the Eritrean government, under President Isaias Afwerki, a key regional power broker in the ongoing Sudanese civil war. It's important to note that the RSF, backed primarily by the UAE, has been pushed out of most of eastern Sudan. While RSF forces now resort to targeted drone attacks, including recent strikes on Port Sudan and the capital region, their physical presence remains concentrated in the west. Meanwhile, the Sudanese armed forces, under General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan and supported by Egypt, are overstretched, unable to project force into the east. This has left the door open for Eritrean intelligence and military networks to deepen their operations in the region. What makes this development more significant is that the alliance formed by the 3 groups is not solely military. It represents a political and strategic vehicle through which Eritrea may influence Sudan's future governance structure, particularly if the Sudanese military manages to regain the upper hand against the RSF. With fighters being trained inside Eritrea and deployed into Sudan, the situation underscores a larger geopolitical struggle for influence in the region, one that now sees Asmara asserting itself as a dominant player. Headline 2. U.S. Senate Committee briefed on Ethiopia-Eritrea tensions. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., the U.S. Senate Committee on Foreign Relations has received a briefing on the fragile state of Ethiopia-Eritrea relations. Policy analyst Joshua Meservey, a fellow at the Hudson Institute, told senators that Eritrean forces may still be present in western Tigray, in violation of the Pretoria peace agreement. While this claim has not been independently verified and contradicts reports on the ground, it underscores growing international concern over unresolved border disputes and lingering military tensions in the region. That concludes our top stories for tonight. You're watching EthioAlert TV. Stay informed, and stay safe. Good night.